Yo, what's happening everyone? It's me, it's Jinsula. I hope you're having a good day and welcome to today's Pokemon Go discussion video. Alright, so we got the announcement of that research day that we heard about before. This is going to be featuring the two Pokemon Oranguru as well as Passimian. This is going to be a great opportunity for you to pick up shinies of either of these Pokemon, considering that when it comes to research days, they tend to be really good when it comes to getting shinies. Now, among all of the events that Niantic does, I will say that research days are the most fun in my opinion. Yeah, they're going to give you less shinies than a typical community day, and they do require you to be in high population areas where there is a lot of Pokestops. However, I still find that these events are quite fun, mainly because you have to be quite active throughout the day, and you could run into some high IV shinies that you typically would not find with something like a community day. Within my own collection, I have quite a few high IV shinies that I got through research days, and I have to say it does feel incredibly rewarding. I mean, there is a lot of anticipation with every single research task that you complete because it could potentially be a Shundo or a really high IV shiny. So now let's talk about the details for this research day event. On Sunday, September 22nd from 2 o'clock p.m. to 5 o'clock p.m. local time, we're going to have this event throughout the entire duration. And then the featured Pokemon are of course going to be Oranguru along with Passimian. These Pokemon are going to be the rewards for almost every single field research task that you obtain during these event hours. And the shiny rate is also going to be increased for both of these Pokemon as well. Now, these are not the only two Pokemon that are going to be featured during this event. In the wild, you're going to see an increase of Mankey, Apom, Slackoth, Chimchar, and Grookey. Yeah, it's essentially going to be a monkey-themed event, so if you need any of these Pokemon, then make sure you go out and farm them because this is going to be a great opportunity for you to pick up candies and Candy XL. Now, during this event, there's also going to be a paid timed research which is going to cost $2 USD, and it's going to get you additional encounters with both Oranguru and Passimian. Now, something you do need to keep in mind is that the shiny rate for these encounters through this timed research is not going to be increased. They're going to be the exact same as the ones that you would get from the field research tasks. But something I will say is that if you want these shinies for either of these Pokemon, then this ticket might actually be worth it. Considering that you are going to be limited to the amount of Pokestops that are in your area, it might be good to spend the extra $2 to get yourself a ton more encounters with either of these Pokemon. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this limited research day, and I do think it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, just like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, you will need to be in a high population area with a ton of Pokestops, otherwise you won't get the full benefits of this event. It's going to be really difficult for you to get a shiny Oranguru or shiny Passimian if you do not go to a high population area. So I definitely think you should pre-plan for this event and make sure you go to an area where there are a ton of Pokestops. If you do that, I'm pretty sure you're going to end up getting a shiny of either of these Pokemon or possibly even both, and it will be a pretty high IV version of that Pokemon. But yeah, with that said, that's going to be it for this video. Let me know your thoughts regarding this limited research event down below. Are you planning to go all out for both of these shinies? Do you feel like this event is going to be really good? Definitely share why in the comments, and let's have a great discussion. And thank you so much for making it all the way to the end of this video. If you ended up enjoying it, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if it's your first time here, and don't forget that little bell so you can stay up to date on whenever I upload videos. And I want to give a shout out to all my patrons on Patreon. You make this channel content possible. If you want to support the Jinsula channel, the absolute best way to do so is, of course, joining my Patreon. If you choose to do that, you will get a permanent spot on my in-game Pokemon Go friends list. So when it comes to stuff like remote raids in the friendship system, if you want to play Pokemon Go with me, then make sure you go and check out my Patreon. And if you want to support my channel in a different way, you can do so by following me on social media. My handle is @Jinsula. I'm on the platforms that you see on screen. Make sure you go over there and give me a follow. And with all that said, that's going to be it for this video. I'm Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, love yourself, and I'll catch you all later.